Alright guys, so if you remember, I said I had the console out here for another video. Well, this is that video. So, because I've already done most of the project, I will let you know how to get this out. So, you will have some wires up there holding in your cigarette lighter. I just cut those because mine was broken anyway. There will be a screw. I will show you how that goes back in. And then there's these two screws. And if you have power windows or whatever in here, take that off. So the reason I did this was the leather cover boot thing for the shifter was broken because somebody had put in a fairly cheap, shifter knob. It was longer than this, but we trimmed it down for this project. So took that all out, and come look here. This obviously looks fairly redneck, but all it is, cut out a piece of metal. Originally traced it out with cardboard, but trace it out, then cut it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. The only part that has to look half decent is this middle column. I put in some metal off of a lawn chair and cut it out so this would stay a bit higher so it didn't bend the plastic too much. Then you just drill four holes that are somewhat lined up. Good enough. And now I will show you how to put all of this in. Oh yeah, by the way, don't mind my beautiful lighting. I get it, it's beautiful. So we will, for now, I guess, come in. It's going to be a bit difficult to show you exactly what I'm doing. I guess for now, we can hopefully put you right here. So first I'm going to connect up the light that goes into the there we go. And then make sure you keep track of which is your left and which is your right window. And then, I guess you guys can't really see, but I'm going to do the same thing for the driver's side. There we go. And then, basically, you just make this a bit harder now, I guess, with this radio in here. Slide that down. Bring this. Slowly just get her into her place. Like I said, this is a bit more difficult because I have this plastic frame that I have to take out, so I will re-lift and I guess reposition. That's good for the radio. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's what you want. Just yoink all that out. That's good enough. Re-drop that in. And that's that real quick way of. Then there are some plastic pieces that you should try to line up if you're half smart. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. eventually I will get this lined up. Alright, after that took about 4 years, it finally is in. So, oh yes, I forgot to mention, I took out my cigarette lighter and we just replaced it with a shotgun shell, so it's just nicely glued in there. So in here, you're gonna have one screw hole right in the corner. You probably can't see that, but you'll have one screw hole right in the corner. And then you'll have these two up here. So factory, getting this out, yeah, don't mind this, mine's ripped all to beans. This is why this is not a permanent setup. But yeah, see, factory, you'll have 2 stars up here and then a star in there. I just have whatever, and I will try to do this. Holding you guys, but we'll see how well that goes. I grabbed, let's see if I actually put them in, but there we go, that'll be easier. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So I grabbed, for these back ones, a washer, just because I wasn't sure if it will fit. Oh shit. And this is why, my friends, you always have your tools set up before making a YouTube video. Alright, so I will just set all of you back down. And then, so now obviously this is just making sure this bad boy is tightened up, because don't want your shifter to come off. So this is just more time consuming than anything, but this whole project was, I don't know, I'd say, you know, if you didn't own the metal already, as long as you had the tools for it, I'd say you could easily throw this project in, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks? Not even. Probably like 10 bucks. I found all this, like I had the shifter already. I just didn't have the metal. And I just found the metal and the bolts and some scrap. So, now that it's all put together, let us see how well she shifts. And if she still fits. Don't mind that. I do believe that's as good as I'll ever get. I mean, this is fairly cheap. I don't know that I'll ever actually go. I think this needs to be pushed down a little bit more, and maybe I think it's not hitting first. But overall, I probably won't drive first or second very often. I'll probably just use the drive because it's automatic. So this, for the time being, is a fairly cheap option. And, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. So, I mean, for a cheap project, this is not that terrible. Thanks for watching, guys.